This is what the average dating scene looks for most guys from the age of 13 all the way to 27. This video is going to be brutally honest. As early as 14, you done fell in love for the first time. You're obsessed all the way up to 16. And by the time you turn 18, you're heartbroken. The lover boy who sends paragraphs, he double texts, he waits for hours for her to respond. And you're doing all of this for what? To be her emotional tampon? While she's getting clapped by a nigga doesn't even have her number saved. By 21, you're jaded. You're hopeful, but you're still insecure. By this time, you might have like a little part-time job, so you kind of can afford a car. You might even be at a place where you can afford your own place. So now you've leveled up from the guy that she's kind of into, but not like that. And maybe you're in and out of relationships, but by the time you're 25, you're bitter and you're broken. Then there's the other guy within this same timeline. This variation of the guy, he's not so different from the other one. Nobody really liked him in school like that. Matter of fact, people just straight up ignored him. But while the simp ass nigga was spending all of his nights staying up late worried about this girl, this dude started to kind of realize the patterns that, yeah, he could be focused on relationships right now, but the reality is he's in high school. This shit probably won't even matter. So while he still probably pursued women, because who doesn't as a guy, he wasn't so overly emotionally invested to the point where he was losing sleep at night over this almost meaningless 4 years that we call high school. He worked on himself in silence, and all of a sudden, by the time he's 24, 25, he's probably had a couple of past relationships, but he's not as broken as the first guy. He understands that it's just part of the game. Suddenly, he starts to become the guy that everybody's noticing. And not because he's out here begging for attention, because he became the guy that is undeniably him. I'll even go ahead and give you guys the perspective of a hot girl growing up in high school. She peaks at about 18, 21 years old, and it's only natural. How could you not be swimming for attention? All eyes are on you. Free drinks everywhere, blue checks in your DMs. You have options on top of options. She learns very early on that she doesn't necessarily need to earn love. All she has to do is exist. So she dates around, and either she's having a great time because she just doesn't really care like that, or we'll give her a little bit more benefit of the doubt and she's looking for the right one, but nobody's taking her seriously because the guys that are providing this lifestyle that is so much more interesting for her don't give a fuck about her. So now she can't figure out why she keeps falling for the wrong guy. Yeah, quotations on that. By 25, that attention slows all the way down because she's kind of passing her peak. And now by 27, she's searching for the same type of guys that she used to reject her entire life. The irony. But the crazy thing is, in a lot of scenarios, that man that had to build himself in the dark, the stable man, the man that she rejected over and over and over again, he's not looking for her. He's looking for the younger version of her. Oh man, that's the game. Play it right or get played. If I can go back in time, I wouldn't just tell myself to be nicer. I wouldn't tell him to buy her flowers. I wouldn't tell him to be texting her long paragraphs and treat her like her queen. I'd sit him down, look him dead in the eyes, and tell him that you are playing a game that you don't even know exists. While you're out here falling in love, she's out here getting chosen. Chosen by the guy that doesn't even care if she calls him back. Doesn't care. Because the truth is, you can do everything right and still lose this game. You could be loyal, emotionally available, respectful, and still be the guy that she strings along while another man pulls her hair in the night. Today's video is not gonna be for the weak, not for the niggas that are still holding on to fairy tales and shit. This is the advice that I wish I heard at 16, 17, 18, even all the way up to 21. This dating advice is gonna be for the guys that are ready to wake up. The kind that leave scars, but will also save your soul. If you guys don't already know, my name is Berto, and over here on this channel, I talk about my life and my life experiences and where I've gone wrong, where I've gone right, and how it shaped me into the man that I am today. And if you're looking to become the best version of yourself, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to this channel so that YouTube can recommend you more of my content and you will become the best version of yourself listening to me. Now let's be real, a lot of things that a lot of guys struggle with, especially on the come up, is acne, bro. There's no way around it. When you wake up in the morning and you see that pimple on your face and it's just bulging on the side of your cheek or whatever, it's a confidence killer. But That's where Teach Hanley comes in. And this product right here has been a game changer for a while for me. And if you're a frequent viewer here on this channel, you've been advocating for Teach Hanley for a long time. This is their Teach Clear Acne System. When I was in high school, I wish I had a product like Teach Hanley, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, for a long time I still struggled with acne all the way into my adulthood. And on some real, honest, genuine vibes, since I started using them, I've seen a major difference. And especially, I'm the type of guy that used to just splash water on his face, maybe use hand soap to try to get rid of my bumps. I wasn't gonna see much actual progress when that was my face routine. But at the same time, I always felt like it was super complicated to get into a routine that works for guys. So Teach Hanley has made it so simple, and literally every box comes with one of these, and it tells you exactly how much you need to use, how little to use, and it just makes it so easy. Bro, if I could do this, I guarantee you it's gonna be a walk in the park for you. Some of the products that come within the Teach Clear Acne System, you're gonna get the glycolic pads. This is just something that you're gonna be able to use to exfoliate your face, get into your pores, clean the dirt and grime that builds up in your pores. Then they actually have an acid wash. This is gonna be great for acne and just fighting acne that already might be on your face. But what it does differently than what a lot of other products don't do, not only does it fight the acne that you might be dealing with currently, it also is going to be strengthening your skin so that it will prevent future acne from coming in. So key, bro, that is key. Not only is it getting rid of the problem, but it's preventing the problem. And then here we also have the acne serum, a daily treatment that you want to just apply to your face every day. It's also comboed with a moisturizer, so this is going to help your skin from being too dry or too oily throughout the day. Just make sure you apply some of this daily and you are good to go. Again, over 80% of men that have been using Teach Hanley have seen major improvements in just over the first month of using their product. Again, this is the Teach Clear Acne System, so you're gonna want to get a piece of this. And today is a great time to get with the program, because they are actually going to be giving you 40% off of your first box if you click the link in the description. And on top of that 40% off, you'll get a free gift that's worth up to $20 in value. How much more value could you ask for, man? It's a great product. I've been vouching for them for a long time, and if you're a frequent viewer on this channel, you know what the deal is. I rock with Teach Hanley. They've been showing love to us over here, so I just want to keep putting this opportunity in front of your guys' faces so you cannot have to deal with acne and have clear skin, just like a lot of us guys wish we could. You know what I'm saying? So join the crew, click the link in the description, and get right. Now let's get right back to the video. Thank you, Teach Hanley, for sponsoring this video. Some harsh truths that most men don't want to hear is when a woman says that she's not looking for a relationship. There might be some genuine truth to that, right? But 9 out of 10 times, it's not that she's not looking for a relationship. It's just that she's not looking for a relationship with you. You haven't sparked her interest. There's nothing about you that says, I want to be with you. So yeah, she'll look you in your face and be nice. I don't really want a relationship right now. But what do you think she's really doing? There's a guy in her phone right now with 1 million notifications in that bubble who she'll be available for right after she just got done having a date with you, saying that, hey, you're not good enough. The harsh reality that a lot of you guys need to realize is that a lot of young, immature women, especially the ones that you are into in your age, most likely in that high school to college range, they will sleep with the guy that has a lot of red flags way faster than they will that is giving them everything that they say they want. You're the guy who worships the ground that she walks on, but somehow she still ends up turning off her location. That's not a glitch. She made a decision. You're not the only one she's Snapchatting. You're just the only one that's responding instantly. You're sitting there asking yourself, what are you doing wrong? You think she wants consistency, but no, she just wants something that's more intense. She wants to feel something, and that something tends to come with those guys that have a lot of red flags. Heartbreak, chaos, emotional roller coasters. So one of the number one things that you guys need to understand is that don't believe what she says. Believe what she chooses. As cliche as it sounds, actions will always speak louder than words. Just really sit there for a second. Just honestly sit there for a second and evaluate your dating life. Time and time again, you have tried to be respectful. Time and time again, you have tried to be there and listen to them vent about other motherfuckers. And time again, you've gotten the short end of the stick. And then you're looking around wondering, what can I do differently? But then they always end up with the same type of individual. The guy that is, an asshole, the guy that has all the red flags. They end up with that type of guy every single time. But yet everyone's looking at you and say, don't be him. That's bad. No, don't do that. And you're dumb enough to fucking believe it. Just think about it. Here's what you need to do. And let me be clear. My goal here is not in any way, shape, or form to tell you that you need to be an asshole or treat women like shit. I'm not telling you to hurt women. I'm telling you to stop hurting yourself to please women. Stop giving 100% to someone that's giving you 40%. God damn it, some of y'all aren't even getting 40%. Some of y'all are talking to yourselves in a girl's DMs right now. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Stop trying to win people over with niceness and being so emotionally naked for people that haven't even earned your vulnerability. You need to learn how to become a little bit more selfish. Be less available. Be less predictable. Let her wonder a little bit where you stand. Let her chase the clarity. I'm gonna piss a lot of people off when I say this, but I genuinely believe this to the bottom of my heart. My dad actually told me this, and this is something that stuck with me always. She needs to love you more than you love her. This is a harsh truth, but if it's not the case, you will lose her respect every single time. Some of y'all might take that the wrong way, but the reality is, for a strong relationship to work, love isn't enough. I wake up every single day, and there is people in my lives that I say I love, but the reality is those people that I love the most, they piss me off all the fucking time. Those people frustrate me so much to the point if I didn't quote unquote love them, I wouldn't even be dealing with their shit. And the reason I say that is because it takes so much more than love to keep a relationship together. And that's where a man has to step up to the plate. To be a leader, to have respect, to have dignity, discipline. These are all things that a man should truly be embodying. So while a woman is loving her man, when that love is reinforced with these things that a man brings to the table, now you have a strong relationship. Because regardless of everything, yes, every relationship is different. Yes, there's going to be different hats and roles depending on the type of relationship you're in and your partner. I understand that 100%. But 9 times out of 10, a woman that is truly within her feminine nature is a woman that is willing to let her man lead the way because she loves him. Women are emotional beings. They love being emotional, and that is not a bad quality. If anything, that's one of the best qualities they have. It's that deep love and emotion that allows them to be nurturing. And I'm not going to sit here and act like we're still in the Stone Age. Like, I know we have our female bosses out there, but at the end of the day, if we're keeping a spade, it's that boss mentality that a lot of times starts conflicting with a woman's ability to be able to love and be nurturing. And when you become a man that demands that type of respect, that is power that is respected within a woman. That is masculine energy that a woman can respect. That's what they actually want, but they'll never say it out loud. And here's the next secret that a lot of you guys don't understand, but once you learn this, it does change your perspective and your outlook on how you pursue your dating life and just your life in general. But there is a male advantage. Society more than ever is pushing the narrative that you have to have your entire life figured out by the time you're 20 years old. But let me tell you the straight up truth. You do not need to be a multi-millionaire by the time you turn 20. It is 100% a fact that most guys don't even peak till they're 40 years old. So stop comparing yourself to other men that may just have gotten to it a little bit faster than you. If you fall into a category of a young man that has amassed a bunch of wealth, shout out to you. But here's the other part of that equation. There's a lot of rich motherfuckers that are lame as fuck. Money doesn't unlame you, nigga. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that you're lame, but you might be. There are so many different things that a man has to bring to the table, and money is just one part of that conversation. So when you're 16, 17, 18, you have to understand your value is built, not given. You're going to get better with time. You don't win by chasing. You win by building. You win by becoming a man of standards. You win by becoming a man of purpose. You win by walking away from things that don't serve your purpose. When you feel disrespected, you analyze and you don't take that disrespect. And these are all things that you will learn over time as you continue to take L's but learn from them. Because I promise you, when you're 30 years old and you have motion and you have shit going on for yourself, you're not even going to give a flying fuck about the girl that broke your heart at 19. You're gonna laugh because you're gonna realize that was never your loss. It was just a lesson. So listen to me. Just one last time, from me to you. Stop being the guy who's just waiting around. Stop being someone else's convenience. Get on your grind, stack your money, build your confidence, have fun with relationships, but don't be so emotionally invested to the point where you lose yourself. You're young. Because as a man, when you're finally done leveling up, you won't be begging to be chosen. You'll be doing the choosing. And I can tell you this from experience. The girl who ghosted you, she's gonna be watching you from a distance. Like 100%. She will see you, watching you give everything that she now wants to a girl who actually earned it. And even though it does feel good, I ain't gonna lie, that revenge is sweet. You're not gonna be doing it for revenge. You're gonna be doing it because you're living within your truth. And that is freedom.
Where you at, Berto?